So why is organic coffee farming important to you here in the US? Because we all live on the same earth.
Some of the main differences in organic coffee farming and conventional coffee farming is just the application of whatever goes into the soil.
And the difference in the soil is really drastic. With a conventional farm where they're using non-organic farming methods, a lot of heavy synthetic pesticides and fertilizers, you're gonna have dead soil. Like it's just brown, dry, visibly. You can visibly see the difference. When you're looking at an organic farm, you're gonna have rich, dark, black soil that's alive with microbes. It's got bugs in it, it's got worms in it, it's got all kinds of cool stuff. It's got, so you don't have to add as much to the soil because it's already in there, because it's a whole living ecosystem.
When I'm not working at Mayorga, I grow vegetables in my backyard. And the process that I really do is I grow organically. When you're growing organically, you kind of have almost like a freedom, You're not relying on these fertilizer companies, You're essentially making your own nutrients.
I think for a producer to want to grow organic coffee, it begins with a mindset. And that mindset is of sustainability and of providing a better future, not only for them, but for other people to come, right?
Conventional coffee is heavily sprayed with pesticides. They use a lot of synthetic fertilizers because it's quick and it's cheap. The problem with that is coffee is grown at really high elevations. So when you're spraying these things at the top of a mountain, it rains and it all comes down, and then it's in the groundwater, it's in your yards, it's in the other produce that you're growing and consuming. The majority of coffee farmers, at least the ones that we work with, the smaller family farms, they live on these lands too.
The product will have the USDA seal. Basically that means that it is a certified organic product. Whatever the company it is, they jump through all kinds of hoops just to make that happen.
At farm level, there is a certifying body in the country or in the region that goes to every farm to test the soils, to do a audit of the area, and to ensure that no chemicals or pesticides are being used. So everything gets tested, and then that certifying body certifies the coffee and deems it organic.
But yeah, so it's the growing practices, it's how it's harvested, how it's cleaned and stored afterwards, and then how it's transported, just making sure that it's not exposed to anything like yucky along the way until it gets here. And then of course at our facility, making sure that our facility meets those same kind of quality and cleanliness standards that started when it was first growing.
Organic coffee, like all other organic products, is going to have a little bit of more of care to it.
Organic farming is not going to yield as much coffee. The coffee is going to take longer to grow. It's going to take longer to mature. In general, organic coffee sometimes tends to cost more because the cost of production is higher, right? If you want to have a clean product, it's going to take more to keep that product alive and healthy and to process it cleanly.
All right, so why is organic coffee farming important to you here in the US? Because we all live on the same earth. But yeah, it's important because everything's connected. It's, we live on a living, breathing biosphere, so we need to make sure that we're taking care of it and each other.
So I think there's something for everybody. There's something for the consumers that benefit from it, and also the people that grow it benefit from it as well.
So if any consumer is interested in organic products, the number one thing to look for is the USDA logo, which is required by all organic companies that are selling their product to have. And really, just do your research. Look if you're interested in a company and you want to learn more about them, just research, look it up.